Hello and welcome to my rule set for the Vikings of the North playthrough of Battle Brothers. Vikings of the North is my own set of rules that I've imposed on my playthrough of a Northern Raiders start, and it's designed to just change my gameplay experience a little bit and increase the fun level by making decisions that Vikings would be making throughout the course of my playthrough experience. One of the core elements of my playthrough here is going to be that certain weapons will be limited and other weapons will be highly encouraged. Basically, if you want an overview, kind of blunt, brutalizing weapons or axes, things that break shields, things that really just mess people up. And so a quick overview would be that axes are encouraged. The only reach weapons would be the long axe and bardiche, other than the battle standard, which we are allowed to put on our monk or whoever we deem as Odin's chosen. The battle standard we need to choose is the Raven for Odin, not that that much matters. As far as other changes with weapons, changes to melee weapons are as such: no flails and no high-tier spears, swords, daggers, or cleavers. In addition to that, there will be only level 1 swords, only level 1 spears. To the same effect, we can only have one two-handed sword in combat at any given time, and one berserker chain at any given time. There will be quite a few changes to ranged weapons. There will be no bows, no crossbows, no slings, and no handguns. Only thrown weapons, being javelins and throwing axes. Whenever possible, we will try to use these weapons, even if they're one-handed, with a dual grip in their two-handed form. We want to do as much damage as possible. As far as whips are concerned, only the Wildman whip will be allowed, and as far as cleavers are concerned, only Wildman or Orc cleavers will be allowed. If you'd like to follow along, you're welcome to look in the video description for a link to the rule set. To start the playthrough, pick a Northern Raiders start, and check the Noble War Crises, put it to the hardest difficulties, and then during your playthrough, try to stay at war with all but your beginning faction, who you're friendly with. That will be your home faction. Try to hire backgrounds based on their ability to be Vikings. It could be, this one's a little bit loose, but just kind of look at people's names, descriptions. You know, you might think that a historian might not be a great Viking, but perhaps a farmhand would. You should probably be racist toward the southern faction, namely the desert people. You should prefer to eat meat and fish, and also drink at the tavern whenever possible. As far as perks and builds are concerned, I would say just choose... try to build your guys as aggressive and brutalizing as possible. And really, the main goal is to have fun and tell a Viking story throughout your gameplay. End goals is to defeat the Noble War Crisis, and also just to continue adventuring and pillaging and honoring Odin with war and death, and until we reach our eventual demise and end up in the halls of Valhalla.